This copyrighted broadcast of the Pilipinas Super League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the PSL.
Yesterday, we were in the city of Caloocan. Now we're here in the city of San Juan as we have another triple header on our hands dito po sa Pilipinas Super League. Our first game will be BIñAN versus the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. And then followed up by the Verde Diamonds who won their last game yesterday. They will take on the San Pablo Valiant Kings. And then the nightcap, that should be a good one. The San Juan Kings try to defend their home court against the Gensan Warriors. Hello everyone who's watching us live. Again, this is the Pilipinas Super League President's Cup 2025 dito. Pinoy ang bida. Ken Pangilinan alongside Coach Mark Dandan, and later on we'll hear from our courtside reporter Jess Constantino. Coach Mark, quickly no, so far we've seen all teams play. What are your thoughts on sino yung parang nakakaalagwa so far sa ating torneo?
So it's easy to see that teams like itong BIñAN, Caloocan, San Juan, obviously Gensan as well, cream of the crop dito sa bagong season natin ng PSL. But teams like itong Pilipinas Navy Aguilas and the rest of the field can still make some noise pagdating sa playoffs natin. But they have to build it early habang nagkakapaan pa yung mga team natin dito maaga sa season.
And you mentioned one of them, itong BIñAN, coming off a convincing victory against the Black Fox last January 10. That was in Valenzuela. I think you covered that game, Coach Mark.
Yes, we covered that. The historic first basket of Jonah Jacob. But more than that, you look at the stats here. The three-point shooting was outstanding para dito sa BIñAN. 16 of 33, 48%. That's a place of strength para dito sa Beasts of BIñAN.
And very well distributed yung scoring during that game, as expected for this well-tooled BIñAN squad. Ngayon, tungo tayo sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, searching for their first victory. And particularly in this game against Pangasinan, maganda yung nagsimula nila. They had the first 5 points, but once Pangasinan made their run late in the first quarter, hindi na sila na-recover.
It was all Pangasinan going until the final buzzer. And you look at the bench points, 76 to 28. Just underscores yung pangangailangan ng bench weapons nitong Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Meanwhile, let's check at courtside with Jess Constantino with a report. Jess?
Hi, Ken and Mark. For Coach Boyet Fernandez of BIñAN team, he doesn't want his team to focus on the standing, but rather take every game as an opportunity to improve. For this team nga, ang reminder niya lang, huwag silang magiging kumpiyansa. Meanwhile, for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, Coach Winston, despite looking for their first win in the season, masaya daw siya dahil finally nakompleto na sa ensayo, and he's hopeful that this will improve their performance against an unbeaten team in BIñAN. BIñAN versus Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. When we return, this is Pilipinas Super League. Dito, Pinoy ang bida.
Motorcycle Tires Game X versus Philippine Navy Aguilas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting five for the BIÑAN Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tires Game X. At guard number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. The other guard number 7, Joseph Peñaridondo. The man in the middle at center, number 18, Jason Ballesteros. Forward, number 9, KG Canaleta. The other forward, number 88, Kenny Rogers Rucacurva. Their head coach is Boyet Fernandez. He is assisted by Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliazar Kabutotan, and J.R. Manansala. Team manager Jojo Ramos Cunanan, Moncheng Talisayon, Vice Jalalonte, Ruben Tan, and Sergeant Ando Nuevo. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting five for the BIÑAN Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tires Game X. And now, let's meet the starters for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Number 33 at guard, Angelo Sarsonas. The other guard, number 0, James Mangahas. The man in the middle at center, number 34, King Destacamento. Forward, number 11, Ken Miranda. The other forward, number 59, Daniel Aguirre. Their head coach is Winston Sergio. He is assisted by Ewan Alayi, Rodel Edic, and Jerick Ganyuza. Team manager, Jeff Paras. Team owner, attorney Luis De La Paz. The starting five for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Check out the starting unit for both squads for BIÑAN. The backcourt of Pamboy Raimundo and Joseph Peñaridondo. Up front, Jason Ballesteros, KG Canaleta, and Kenny Roacuerva. And then the five of Angelo Sarsonas, James Mangahas, King Destacamento, Ken Miranda, and Daniel Aguirre para naman sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Very familiar voice from our game announcer.
Sino
Coach
kaya
Mark.
yun, Ken?
Diba?
Mystery Man.
Tago na natin sa pangalang The Sandman. Alright, first possession going to the side of the guys in white. BIÑAN currently with a 2-0 record. Only 10 seconds left sa kanilang shot clock dito. As Pamboy Raimundo catch and shoot, and it's good.
No, Pamboy Raimundo's jump shot is very sharp yung tira niya pag tinitignan mo. But it's very accurate.
I don't know about you, Coach Mark, pero I feel like Pamboy is bound to have a bounce-back season para dito sa BIÑAN.
That's true. No, he had medyo struggle siya last season because of the deep guard rotation itong BIñan.
And ito, right on cue.
But last game, siya yung best player natin. He had 17 points to lead this team in victory against the Similan Black Fox. Against another great point guard in James Martinez.
And you just get a sense na he's much more comfortable being the lead guard now for BIñAN under Coach Boyet, as ito si Destacamento naman. Speaking of being comfortable, averaging a double-double so far.
You know, I mentioned it in the first game nitong si King Destacamento. Usually, he's not a featured player, pero dito, in his first game, he played 40 minutes, Ken. So talagang mapapakitang gilas niya dito sa bagong PSL season natin.
KG gets fouled on that attempt. KG Canaleta was such a revelation last season. Actually, he had the season high 31 points in one of their games. And it was mostly very accurate from beyond the arc.
And that's the beauty of KG Canaleta's game. As he grew older, syempre, alam natin siya nung bata, slam dunk champion.
Yeah.
But as he grew older, that outside shot developed and developed until nung ngayon, stretch 4 na yung laro niya.
Oh. Such a luxury to have if you're BIñAN, as they have a 4-point lead earlier, dwindled down to 2 courtesy of that layup by Sarsonas.
Sarsonas, a surprise starter for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas as he hits the screen by Jason Ballesteros.
KG pops out for free. Back irons it. Battle for the ball. It will stay on the side of BIñAN. Fresh 14 on their shot clock.
So for execution-wise, itong BIñAN not being bothered by the defense. The Navy just a bit lucky na hindi tumatama sa labas itong ang BIñAN.
Roacuerva. Peñaridondo off that pick. Rebound by Sarsonas. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 1. He drives down the lane. What a feed. Destacamento. Easy 2.
So great things happen when that ball gets down the middle. And what a job by Sarsonas. Not just being able to pass it, but not turning the ball over through the traffic.
4 early points para kay Destacamento. Tabla tayo, 6-all. 3-point attempt from Wakurba, clanks off the rim. Ballesteros gives them another possession. Pamboy, no hesitation. Another attempt at an offensive rebound by Ballesteros, but ball will go back to the side of the Aguilas.
You see the length nitong si Jason Ballesteros. Even if he was out of the play, his activity and length coming into play.
Destacamento against one of the premier shot blocking centers here in our league. 10 seconds on their shot clock. James Mangahas kicks it out. Aguirre for free. Hits the side of the backboard. Transition opportunity for BIÑAN. Oh, Roca Curva escapes and gets 2 more for BIñAN.
Hindi ko rin masabi paano siya na-open bigla dun, but that small hesitation allowed Kenny Rogers to break away for that layup.
Has always been a lethal weapon in transition. Ito si Kenny Rogers Roca Curva. Kickball violation called against BIñAN. Look at that move, Coach Mark.
Grabe, hesitation going left. Tapos may konting shimmy, nanigas yung depensa. Yung bumuka.
Splitting 2 defenders there to get that bucket. Rebound KG. BIñAN with a 2-point lead. Pamboy on the left side. Goes to Peña Redondo. Joseph puts up a free first 3-point basket of the game, courtesy of Joseph Peña Redondo.
It was a struggle from the outside para dito kay Joseph Peña Redondo in that win during their last game. But it's a good sign for Coach Boyet na tumama sa labas agad.
Giving them their biggest lead so far. But again, Sarsonas, 4 early points for the lead guard of the Aguilas.
Reminds me a bit of Steve Nash Enriquez. The
Tama.
look.
Talaga, oo
May
nga,
bigote
no?
lang eh.
Stockier build.
Uh-huh.
Pamboy using that pick. Cañaleta. Peña Redondo. Masyadong malakas. But Sarsonas unable to control the leather.
Very unselfish play there by KG Canaleta. Medyo libre naman siya, but Peña Redondo just hit one earlier.
Yeah.
Binigay na kagad.
Baseline inbound para sa BIñAN. And you just heard the voice of Sandy Grumo. 8 seconds on their shot clock. Pamboy. KG. Oh, what a find inside. But good defense by King Destacamento, forcing a shot clock violation.
Too unselfish there para dito sa BIñAN. KG had a shot. Even Pamboy had a shot.
And you saw there, just a fraction of a second too late for BIñAN there. 11-8 is our tally. Destacamento kicks it out to Ken Mark Miranda. King attacks left, sidestep, challenging the defense of Ballesteros and draws a foul.
Minsan kasi as a shot blocker, aasahan mo na papailalim yung tira, especially if it's a right-hander. But King Destacamento, obviously, a lefty, hindi lang yun, mahaba rin si King Destacamento.
Binanggit mo one of their games, played all 40 minutes.
In their first game.
Look at these numbers, 17 points, 10 rebounds in their first game against San Juan. Follow that up with 19 and 12 against Pangasinan.
It's been a breakthrough season para dito kay King Destacamento, and showing off what he can do in more minutes.
Meanwhile, let's check in with Jess Constantino.
Ken and Mark, Coach Winston Serio pointed out that last game, yung rebounds and communication, yung pinaka naging problema ng Pilipinas Navy Aguilas na agad nilang in-address during their practices. Ngayon nga daw na kompleto na yung kanilang team ay unti-unti nang nakikilala yung laro ng isa't isa at nag-a-adapt na sila sa sistema. Pero for this game, ang bilin lang ni Coach Winston, start with a solid defense, fight for the rebounds, and lastly, pick up Pamboy Raimundo. Kaya makikita natin na laging may bantay itong si Pamboy, gentlemen.
Oh yeah, we saw Sarsonas sticking to Pamboy like glue when he was on the floor for the Aguilas.
And for good reason that Coach Winston Serio knows na pag maganda laro nito si Pamboy, tumataas yung tsansa that BIñAN as a team plays well.
So far, the Aguilas only down by 2, 11-9, as we have a bit of a problem here on the side of the guys in the dark jerseys. On the Villa, fresh off the bench, will troop back to the bench.
I think it's a tights problem. Puti kasi yung suot ni Saddam na tights. Lahat sila naka-black. Wala ang uniform.
Pamboy off that screen, automatic.
Pangiwi na lang si Coach Winston Serio. Kakasabi lang yan from Justice Report na kailangan dikitan si Pamboy.
Nag-die down sa screen eh. Ito si Sarsonas, gusto bawiin yung tres. Left it short. Tane Davis, the former Benil Blazer, going to Ray De Mesa. Lalim ng dukot doon.
The vet, Ray De Mesa. It's good to see that the Navy is actually finally playing with a complete lineup and showing what they can do.
And these guys on the floor, especially yung mga forwards and centers, definitely no slouch, Coach Mark.
No, that's true. Doon yung strength ng team na itong Navy Aguilas.
Destacamento, the guilty party there. Try to hold on to Ballesteros. Titignan mo nga itong lineup nila na nasa loob. You have Ray De Mesa, journeyman, a lot of experience, Tane Davis, King Destacamento, James Mangahas, and then Sarsonas having already 4 points. As Pamboy Raimundo, though, has been sizzling here in quarter number 1.
Just picking up where he left off from that last game.
16-11 as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Cross-court pass, James Mangahas stops, pops. That shot clanking off the rim, but Tane Davis there for the cleanup.
That's a great job by Tane, battling against a bigger front line, able to put it back in.
KG, free for a free. It's good.
Yun lang, hindi ka pwedeng makipagpalitan ng baskets dito if you're the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
19-13. Davis from the elbow. Sarsonas was bumped out of position. Destacamento, step back, 6 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Sarsonas. Release pass to James Mangahas. Oh, banks it in. That's a tough angle, Coach Mark.
I mean, if you're a shooter, you'll take it if you're James Mangahas.
Former Green Archer making his mark here. Roca Curva, reverse layup.
Again, Ken, palitan lang dito ang dalawang koponan. Obviously, lugi ang Navy Aguilas because Biñan is in the lead. They can't afford to just exchange baskets.
Well, just mentioned during her report yung emphasis on defense and rebounding para dito sa Aguilas. And Roca Curva having his way, scoring the last 4 points for Biñan.
For transition defense para dito sa mga nakaitim, allowing Kenny Rogers Roca Curva a free lane to the basket.
2.5 to go here in the first quarter as a foul will be called against Biñan. A lot of white jerseys coming in. New white guys coming in as ito nakita natin si Kenny Rogers Roca Curva with his signature reverse and then followed it up with a basket off pass from Pamboy Raimundo. Wahing. The drop to Jacob Galicia. Could be a serviceable big man para dito sa Aguilas, but he turns the ball over. J. Mark Malyari. First touch. Gimpayan as well. Halyare and Maestre rounding out that 5 alongside Roca Curva as Mike Maestre scores off a reverse.
No, it's getting a bit out of hand here, especially in nagkaikutan na ng benches. So the challenge here for the Navy Aguilas, will they be able to continue their serviceable play or dito pa bibitaw ang Biñan?
Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Fadeaway jumper by Galicia rattles out and in.
Sabi mo nga kanina, he could be a serviceable big man and they need serviceable big men.
J. Mark Malyari. Ondevilla is back in. As Halyare, release pass to Gimpayan, kick out. Malyari attacks. Will that shot count? Blocking foul will be called. Actually, 2 free throws ang igagawad dito kay J-Mark.
It's been too easy para dito sa Binyan. Just guys getting downhill, powering through with this soft help defense para galing dito sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Yan yung problema pag wala si King Destacamento sa loob. Walang legitimate shot blocker itong Navy.
Malyari missing on the first. J-Mark Malyari has always been one of the fastest guys from one end to the other. But missing on his free throws. Luckily for them, they get the offensive rebound, giving them another possession. Halyare floats one up. No good. Wahing clears it for the Aguilas. Dane Davis, hand off to Ray De Mesa, guarded by Halyare. The Hesse. Another foul will be called against Junji Halyare.
Medyo maswerte dun si Ray De Mesa. He got bailed out by a foul there. Pero walang pinupuntahan yung opensa nito Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Ryan Suwal is in for Biñan. One of our premier gunners from the outside. Baseline inbound, Wahing going to Jacob Galicia. Another fadeaway jumper. Davis against 3 white jerseys, getting that offensive rebound on Devilla for 3. No good. Under a minute remaining here in the first quarter, as J-Mark Gimpayan will be called for an offensive foul.
Dane Davis, fresh from the plane. Kung Sunday lang, kakabalik niya lang galing New Zealand. He's Phil Kiwi. So, dun siya namasko at nag-New Year. Bumalik na para maglaro dito.
Undersized big, but already saw his imprint getting for those offensive rebounds. Now he gets the ball on the block. On Devilla, bumukol ng 3, wala. Last shot time para dito sa Biñan. They have that 7-point cushion. Malyari directing traffic, peeking at the clock. 10 seconds left. Suwal. Atake, step back. Outside jumper, no good. Tapikan ng bola, Maestre. And that will signal the end of quarter number 1. The Aguilas making their mark. But Biñan just holding steady here as they end the first quarter up by 7, 25-18. So far, Biñan having their way, and a huge reason why has been this guy, Pamboy Raimundo. We talked about him at the top of coverage. Coach Mark, how impressive he has been this season. 9 early points for the former San Sebastian Stag.
Usually you count on Pamboy for playmaking, assists, defense. But this season, his scoring has gone up. 17 points last game, and 9 kagad. More than halfway through what he scored the season high in that win last week.
Last season, only average 5.8 points, 3.1 assists per contest. But like you said, different story. Although small sample size pa lang, 10 points per game, 4 assists. But 9 early points, like you said, here in this ball game against the Aguilas.
And this year, he has more of a chokehold dito sa starting point guard position. Para dito sa Biñan. Last season, they had the deeper guard rotation. Right. And Robbie Manalang, I do believe, in that lineup last season. So ngayon, it's really Pamboy. And the majority of the minutes will go to him.
Grabe din kasi yung rotation ng guards sila. Last season, you mentioned nga, Robbie Manalang, Jimboy Estrada, JJ Helterbrand. But here, he's been given a lot more free reign by Coach Boyet Fernandez. The Aguilas turn the ball over. Ryan Suwal, key addition for BIÑAN, overcooks that three-point attempt.
Ryan Suwal is one of those guys who can be a game breaker para dito sa BIÑAN. When he stepped in to the game yung against Similan Black Fox, 3 straight threes agad to si Ryan Suwal.
Streak shooter talaga eh. And BIñAN gets a stop. They have numbers here. Malyari, 4-on-1 fast break.
And you know Coach Boyd's gonna hit that as a point guard. 3-on-1, tas di kayo nakakonvert.
4-on-1 pa nga eh. Destacamento checks back in. Davis goes out. Suwal from the baseline. Malyari tatanggap ng bola. The cut inside, Gimpayan floats one up. Rebound controlled by Jacob Galicia. Lobs it up to Destacamento. De Mesa recovers on De Villa. Rejects the ball screen. De Mesa attacks and gets bumped. Second foul will be called against Judy Aliari.
No, BIñAN's defense a bit too handsy there. They don't have to be.
And BIñAN just got a whole lot bigger with Big Boy Hernandez checking in.
Very underrated signing to Christian Hernandez.
Wahing catch and shoot three. Short. Malyari. Maestre. No good. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in the second period. Wahing from another angle. Same result. It's a miss. Numbers here for BIñAN. Maestre gets blocked from behind. Malyari, open three-pointer. No good. Junji, multiple pump fakes amongst the tall trees of the Aguilas as Destacamento. Another foul will be whistled against him.
Pwede mo rin sabihin na medyo sinuswerte itong Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. You see it here. Multiple shot attempts for BIñAN. Di lang mag-convert. You know, if you're Navy, hindi mo pwedeng hayaan. You're doing a great job keeping this game close despite the bench being on the floor. And yun ang gusto mo mangyari if you're the guys on the bench. Keep it close. Hindi makailangan agad-agad lamangan. Pero give your team a chance to be in striking distance.
And for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, medyo hindi rin kasi naging madali yung simula nung season nila eh. They're facing off their first 3 games. All top contenders here as Maestre gets that one to go.
Yung top contenders agad ang as a new team, ang bigat niyan. And ang mas mahirap doon, as we see that conversion by Galicia, hindi buo yung lineup mo in those first 3 games. Ngayon lang. Sorry, in this third game, doon pala nabuo.
San Juan followed up by Pangasinan. Tas ngayon, BIñAN. Ryan Suwal. Maestre, another rebound and puts that one up and in. Ken Mark Miranda, muntik nang makanakaw doon. And Halyari, this is his third foul. First appearance of the high flyer, Boy Actub.
No, he didn't play. He played limited minutes, in their last game. Boy Actub.
Going back here to the Pilipinas Aguilas. Minsan, may silver lining din yung facing off those 3 teams early on. Because, syempre, maganda rin yung pagka-break-in mo at pagdating dun sa mga masasabi nating lesser competition na mas manageable para sa kanila. Baka mag-pick sila at the right time.
Gusto mo kaagad mahasa.
Oo. But at the same time, you wanna keep your confidence intact going into those crucial matches.
That's so far so good para dito sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas in this game. You know, they're using their speed on defense, forcing Binyan to some tough shots. And you see right here, Saddam Ondevilla played very well in this first game.
Yeah. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. So all-around performance for Saddam.
Also, interesting stat, 2 beses na siya. In his last game, pinagsabihan siya ng referees na itaas yung medyas niya. Kasi no-show eh. Yung pala,
Parang Alan Mangas ba yun?
parang Alan
Oh, diba?
Mangas nga. Kaso maikli yung shorts.
Ayun lang. Si Alan mahaba mag-shorts yun eh.
Apparently, required siya ngayon sa FIBA that you need to show socks.
Right.
Certain length.
Ayun, nanonood si Alan. Malamang may kapatid niya naglalaro for Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Nice pass.
Oh, what a pass and what a cut as well by King Destacamento. Streaking down the lane. And look at this. The Aguilas cutting this lead down to 6. The connection between Saddam and King. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. A peek at our team standings here. Meron pa tayong 4 na kupunan na wala pang talo dito, Coach Mark.
And to nobody's surprise, yung 4 na kupunan dun are the favorites in our tournament here in 2025. So makikita natin slowly but surely separation, the cream of the crop from the rest of the field.
Well, later on, San Juan will try to keep their immaculate record intact, but it will not be easy as they will try to defend their home court against the Gensan Warriors.
That's going to be a fun one.
Yep. Aktub missing a gimme earlier. Shot clock reads 7. Bam Lopez, Suwal. The Aguilas asking for a traveling violation, but nonetheless they get the stop. So much better showing here for the guys in black. Follow up by Jacob Galicia. It's now a 6-0 run for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
I was about to say that the Aguilas are missing the services of Brian Hilario. Also played well in their last game. But Jacob Galicia making his first game memorable so far.
At nakikita natin, no, yung effort nila, yun nga, yung binanggit ni Jess during your report, being competitive on the glass, getting some stops. And that's what we saw in this last few sequences, Coach Mark.
And ito yung wala nung second game nila, which I observed in their first game. Kahit na umaalagwa yung San Juan in their first game, you never saw the faces of the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas getting down or sumasama yung body language nila. And that's evident in their second game against Pangasinan. Maaga sila bumigay. That's why Pangasinan really just cruised to that victory.
KG is back in for BIÑAN. Trying to restore order as that lead has been cut to 4, but Megan Galang getting that three-pointer to drop.
Well, his job is what he just did right there, a zone breaker. It's Megan Galang.
Oh, Destacamento, what a move, challenging the defense.
Iba na yung talbog talaga ngayon ni King Destacamento. It feels like he's been unlocked, finally.
And he gets the steal. Numbers here for the Aguilas. Behind the back, Suliano, natapikan. Bam Lopez, bouncing it to Aktub. Look out, look out! Oh, he misses though. The lob inside, Galicia. Like I told you, Coach Mark, a serviceable big man, and he scores underneath.
Nothing fancy, but Jacob Galicia has 8 points off the bench.
Baba sa 3 kalamangan ng BIÑAN. We have a good one so far here. Cross-court pass, Galang. Steps back. Lopez tatanggap. The lob inside, natapik ni Galicia. And they get turnover. Force a turnover against BIÑAN.
see the great pass and the catch and finish by Jacob Galicia, 8 points.
Approaching 4 minutes here in quarter number 2. James Mangahas, tightly guarded by Galang. Destacamento. Atake si Saddam. And now this lead has been dwindled down to a single point.
Saddam finally dropping a bomb here. 1 point na lang, Ken. Who would have figured at the start of this game?
Aktub, acrobatic move down the lane.
And that's been available the whole game. That downhill attack going through the middle of the Aguilas defense. Walang pumipigil. BIñAN is gonna have to exploit that.
Cross court they go. Ken Mark Miranda. Balik kay James Mangahas. Pupukol ng 3. Galicia, his effort has been palpable here. Destacamento though missing on that outside jumper. Lopez kicks it out. Aktub, baseline drive. They swing the ball around. That ball finding in the hands of KG, but missing everything on that jumper. Oh, the spin cycle move coming from Montevilla.
And just when you thought Bam Lopez had an angle on Saddam, Saddam finds a way.
Kumakatok ang mga Agila dito. Hernandez met by 2 defenders. At nga, naka-force sila ng isa pang turnover laban dito sa BIñAN.
And Christian Hernandez was asking for a sub dito kay Coach Boyd. Coach Boyd says, no, diyan ka lang.
Ano yan character building, yung mga ganyang klaseng sequences Let's see how Big Boy will respond here. He's matched up against Davis. A chance to take the lead for the Pilipinas Aguilas. 8 seconds left on their shot clock though. Mangahas makes his move. Shimmy.
Whoa.
Gets it in.
Pretty moves. They saw the mismatch that James Mangahas had against Megan Galang. Navy goes to the post, gets 2 points.
KG Canaleta. Up and under. Doesn't get the friendly bounce.
May second motion si KG doon. For some reason, Tane Davis always in the center of those things. See it again. Just misses up under. Look at the block out there. Oh, forearm.
Oh, tinamaan kasi siya sa ilalim. So KG will be whistled for that foul.
The referees will have to check it kasi may contact nga above the shoulders. Tane got hit in the face with the it's offhand ni KG, I think. It's a blockout.
What's been the biggest weapon for the Aguilas in this uprising here in the second quarter, Coach Mark?
It's been the energy that's been different. Every time they're getting stops, you see 3 or 4 guys in black running back down on offense, trying to score early, and utilizing that quickness advantage that they have against dito sa BIñAN. Also helps that BIñAN has missed a lot of gimmies in this quarter.
Yeah. Look at the field goal shooting. It's dropped down 37%.
Sportsman-like foul ang tinawag kay KG. You see there the right arm. Aray.
Ang 6 o'clock elbow yung natanggap ni dun Tane Davis
Sa UFC yun, bawal yun.
diba?
Illegal strike yung tawag dun. But you look at the stats here. There's an 8-shot difference in terms of field goal attempts. BIñAN has more shots. Hindi lang nila ma-shoot.
Yeah. And with the Aguilas, although they've been shooting some shots from the outside, their bread and butter has been their interior scoring so far.
Which is surprising because you'd think that BIñAN would have the advantage inside.
Another outside attempt. So far, only 9% yung 3-point shooting ng Aguilas. But the thing really going for them has been they've been forcing a lot of turnovers. That's the 7th turnover against BIÑAN.
And for Coach Boyd, you'd think na gagamitin niya yung starters na. But Pamboy, we haven't seen Pamboy the whole of the second quarter. And now we're going to see Jonah Jacobs. Maybe he needs a spark.
Si number 8 pinalitan ni number 24.
Yeah.
You can see Jonah Jacob having a time of his life. Nung nag-cover kayo ni The Sandman sa Valenzuela, he had that impressive floater to cap off that win. Let's see what he will do here. Poy Aktub attacks. Rebound controlled by Ken Mark Miranda.
Another missed gimme by BIÑAN.
Mga point blank misses yung nangyayari sa kanila ngayon. Sarsonas had himself a good first quarter. Sets up James Mangas. Look who's in the vicinity again. Dane Davis giving them another crack at it. Aguirre. Mintis ulit sa 3. Under a minute to go here in the first half. KG slowing things down. Fakes the handoff. Now tries to post up Aguirre. Naka-steal ulit ang Aguilas. Aguirre against Jacob. Jacob eating an elbow.
Ouch.
Pero takbo pa rin sila dito as Poy Aktub scores. Finally stopping the drought for BIÑAN. And they get another steal. Poy spins. Actually, they got a break there because only 8.4 seconds left on the game clock.
Great in and out move. In out, step side by Poy and then just levitating off the floor.
They have a timeout on the floor. Lamang dito ang Pilipinas Navy Aguilas 39-37. Last possession time for BIÑAN here in the first half as they try to either tie or take the lead here with 8.4 seconds left.
So for the Navy Aguilas, they do have 1 foul to give, so they need to use that smart. The referees are telling our players to go back to the benches. I think they're reviewing something over there.
Are they looking yung time remaining on the game clock when the foul occurred? Let's see this one more time. There was the foul against Saronas.
I think it happened before that play. Yung before Poy Aktub's earlier layup. I think they were asking for a foul somewhere.
Of course, BIÑAN, if you remember, they finished number 1 in the team standings in the elimination round last season. Finished with a 17-1 record. But unfortunately lost to the eventual champion, the Quezon Titans, in the semifinals. But I'm hearing from our referee, si Guy Bulawan, looks like there's gonna be some calls here.
An act of violence for swinging an elbow. Foul number 59, Daniel Aguirre.
Technical foul. Just to clarify things, technical foul will be called
Ayun.
against Daniel Aguirre for swinging an elbow.
Yung kinain ni Jonah kanina na elbow.
Oo, yun nga eh. Tinamaan ba siya?
Mukha naman tinamaan. Even if hindi tumama, just the act of
Exactly.
swinging it, merited a technical.
Oo.
Kung tumama yun, baka DQ, disqualifying foul.
Pero as a result, act of violence criteria, yun nangyari doon. Kaya technical foul, yung tinawag laban dito kay Daniel Aguirre. Galang capitalizing on that freebie.
Look for something for Megan Galang on this last play or KG Canaleta.
Perhaps an elevator screen. Let's see what they will do here on this last possession. KG pops out.
Oh,
Oh, this is an opportunity. Saddam!
oh, why did Saddam pass that?
There was still a lot of time left on the clock to 2.3 seconds.
Why did Saddam pass that ball?
He was way ahead.
Yeah. And he bumped into a teammate. You see it here in the replay. He was way ahead.
Oh, you know eh.
He wanted to drop it off to a teammate. The teammate was in his way.
KG, baseball pass. Maktub receives it. And that will signal the end of the second quarter. Quite an eventful first half as the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas lead by 1. Check out the move of the half, courtesy of Saddam Ondevilla, leaving Bam Lopez in the dust. And as a result, they're ahead 39-38 over the BIÑAN Beast Motorcycle Tire Game X.
Hawak ko ang laro.
Hey, Hoop fans, welcome to the President's Cup Top 10 Plays of the Week. Let's dive straight into the action, starting with number 10.
Shot clock at 3. It's 2. Oh!
Great
Nice
patience.
shot.
Great patience.
Soriano with a field goal downstairs, 57-45. This is the largest lead of the game at 12 points.
At number 9.
Slam with the best of them.
Ooh, sweet drive. Coming from Panganiban.
Hindi ko panginiban. It's just, again, very underrated. Tahimik lang yung laro niya. But
Top 8.
Lopez has to roll. He keeps on popping out.
Blocked inside. Cyrus Tabi with a gorgeous slow motion drive.
Pag left-handed talaga sa Andy.
Hirap.
Just something very deceptive about how they move.
Making it on 7th.
Knock down to 5. Alam kaya niya. Down to 3. What a way to fabricate something. Tapos yung shot lock mo pababa na.
That's the patience for Joel Liu. Again, not good.
Sliding into number 6.
Nice, beautiful fake by
Ooh.
KG going glass. That was a veteran move.
Vintage KG ka na level.
Ang hirap i-stop nun. Kasi ang lakad eh.
Through at number 5.
Kenny Rogers. He is foul. Basket will count. Will they count it or not? They're asking a continuation, but they will not give him the continuation.
Foul was on the floor first.
Cracking into the top 4.
This last season that went to the finals were defeated by the Quezon Titans, and Taganas will score.
Taganas running the fast break.
He still can run. That's why he's an immortal player.
Ito na, Sandy, pinag-uusapan.
Podium time at number 3.
Velasco spins with the extra step. Nice move by Velasco.
Great read by Velasco, but no safeties for the Diamonds.
Good and easy for 3.
At number 2.
One and done in that offensive sequence. Pagsangan releases it. Oh my goodness! Josejo with a throwdown. Happy New Year!
Oh my goodness! Maaga pa, not Josejo.
And look at that, he's smiling. Why not?
The tomahawk early in the game.
And the top play of the week.
Mundo pa siguro, no?
A great cut by Harvey.
Ow! My goodness gracious!
He earned that pick. I just have to say that he earned that pick.
Can we see that again, please? Direct. Ayan na. Wow, nobody boxed him out. And
That's a wrap for our top 10 plays of the week. Stay tuned for more basketball brilliance. And until next time, keep the hoop spirit alive.
At the half, we have been BIÑAN trailing by a point against the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, 39-38. As we see some of the highlights between these two teams, Sarsonas, 4 early points for the Aguilas. Destacamento picking up from where he left off, coming off those 2 double-double performances. Poy Aktub in the second quarter was briefly activated here for BIÑAN, but like we said, Coach Mark, no, yung effort, yung energy ng Pilipinas Navy Aguilas was on full display, especially during the latter stages of the second quarter.
And nabanggit din natin kanina, Ken, the field goals the BIÑAN has the advantage in terms of field goals attempted. You look at the 39 versus 34 attempts. Pero in percentages, you look at the percentages, 47% shooting para dito sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. And ang bumawi lang doon talaga yung 3-point field goals nila, only 7%. But for BIñAN, they missed a lot of gimmies in that first half. This game would have been different, I do believe so. But look for Coach Boy to address that. And maybe he did address it well in that locker room.
Samantala, itong Pilipinas Navy Aguilas naman have been taking advantage of those point-blank looks. And as a result, they have the better shooting percentage. And they lead by 1, 39-38. King Destacamento, 9 points. And like we said, averaging a double-double, while KG Cañaleta, he was one of the leading scorers for BIñAN last season. So far, off to a bit of a slow start. 6.5 points per contest to go along with 2.5 rebounds.
You see the minutes difference then between these players. King Destacamento averaging almost 37 minutes a game. And that's the difference between playing on a deep team and playing on a team that needs you to play 40 minutes. And the stats reflect the usage of King Destacamento versus, of course, KG's usage. He's not a spring chicken anymore. So inaalagaan din siya ni Coach Boyet for the stretch run.
But credit also to King for making good use of that opportunity that has been given to him with those minutes. Third quarter on the way here as Pamboy setting up his fellow San Sebastian stag, Jason Ballesteros, who will troop to the line for 2 shots.
And the strong start na nitong BIñAN was orchestrated by this starting lineup, which we never saw in the second quarter. I think that was Coach Boy trying to drive home his point. If you guys coming off the bench, hindi po pwede ganun yung production nyo. Nabababahe energy, pinaghirapan ng starters nyo, hahayaan nyo lang.
Daily Fantasy, ang fantasy sports ng Pilipinas, pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com.
Sino bang first overall pick mo dyan, Ken?
Hindi, maganda dyan. Mag-set up tayo. Yung mga yung point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. So far, early in the season, sino may mga pwede mo ilagay dyan?
Point guard? Oh yan, sa center. Yun yung sagot mo. King Destacamento. Meron ka rin dyan. 18 points, 11 rebounds a game.
Jacob Galicia,
10 points.
10 points already. Getting the start here in the third after coming off the bench to start this ball game. Meanwhile, KG Cañaleta not too shabby on that fadeaway J plus a foul.
What's really working here for the Navy Aguilas? Maybe surprise factor din because this is Galicia's first game. So wala pa scouting report masyado on him. But at the same time, we like the work being put in by Galicia, Destacamento, and Tane Davis, who has 4 points and 5 rebounds. Sabi mo, undersized, pero hindi nagpapahuli.
Yung mga bigs no? Yung merong huge impact so far para dito sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Tied ball game at 41 apiece. Step back jumper by Saddam off the mark. A curva out of control. Galicia stops, pops. Pamboy gets that rebound.
Is that his first miss? I have to check that.
Pamboy off 2 screens. And Pamboy Raimundo has been a different man this season para dito sa BIñAN, already with 12 points.
He gets my start sa Daily Fantasy point guard.
Yeah. Lamang na ulit ang BIñAN dito ng 3. Peña Redondo. Corrals the miss. KG, the right side, cross-court pass to Pamboy. Roa Curva open from the right corner. Back-to-back freeze for BIñAN.
And that's a great screen by Jason Ballesteros. Nakatayo lang siya doon, pero hinarangan niya yung tao ni Kenny Rogers Roa Curva.
May mga intangibles na binibigay ni Jason Ballesteros. Giving you protection at the rim and then providing those good solid screens. Roa Curva thinking three, decides to drive baseline. Before the shot, there was a foul whistled against Ken Mark Miranda. May balita muna tayo sa ating courtside reporter na si Jess Constantino.
Ken and Mark, there is a tone of disappointment in the voice of Coach Boyet Fernandez as he entered the locker room. Kanina nga daw 10 yung lamang nila and was very frustrated dun sa 38-39 halftime score. He pointed out that this is not a matter of the X and O's but a matter of the mentality and attitude of the players. Coach Boyet also emphasized na buti daw if hindi sila nagplano or hindi sila nag-ensayo. He encouraged the players that this is the time to step up dahil halos wala nga daw yung kanilang mga veterano. This game is up to their hands. Lastly, Coach Boyet reminded the team that this is not only about this game but also looking forward to their next games against Pangasinan and Caloocan. Hindi daw pwede na ganito yung magiging laro nila, gentlemen.
Exactly to your point, Coach Mark, na you're playing up to the competition and hindi magiging madali yung next assignments nila, Pangasinan and Caloocan. Those should be mouth-watering matchups down the road para dito sa Biñan.
Tama ka dyan. That's why Coach Boyet was not happy with the performance of his second and third units. Because against a team like Pangasinan na comes at you in waves. Napakalalam. So you see Coach Boyet there again, not happy. But, you know, he's gonna need his depth against those top-tier teams.
Definitely coming out with more sense of urgency talking about Biñan in this particular quarter as they have outscored the Aguilas 13-4, establishing themselves an 8-point lead. Roa Curva cuts down the lane. Rebound controlled by James Mangas.
The whole bench of the Aguilas were looking for that forward pass. But Jason Ballesteros was right there.
Oh, destacamento, nakadukot. Sneaking in that reverse.
Great job by Saddam Ondivilla attracting Jason Ballesteros and then finding Destacamento.
Another double-digit output for King Destacamento. And now he gets the rebound. Sends it to Aguirre. James Pangajas. Cañaleta warding off Aguirre, controlling that rebound for Biñan. Under 6 minutes to go here in the third period. That particular play has been money for Biñan. With Pamboy, although Peñaredondo overcooking that three-point attempt. Ondevilla putting out his do-it-yourself kit and gets it in from the left baseline.
Not bad from Saddam going one-on-one against Pamboy, who's a very good defender.
Lead cut in half. From 8, it's down to 4. 51, 47. As we are at the halfway point of the third. Pamboy, that shot in and out. Another rebound by James Mangas. Dangerous pass. Ondevilla attacks. Floats one up. KG secures it for Biñan.
1-on-4 there para kay Saddam. It would have been better if he pulled it out back a bit.
Pamboy trying to restore order for Biñan. Raimundo against Ondevilla. 6 seconds on their shot clock. KG sidestep.
Basic.
Basic na basic.
Not one of the slowest moves you'll see, pero 2 points is 2 points for KG.
53-47. Destacamento against Ballesteros. Mangas from the right flank, guarded by Roa Curva. 7 seconds on their shot clock. Destacamento, high-low play inside. Before that shot by Aguirre, a foul on the floor against Biñan.
And this time, a more controlled sub-pattern for Coach Boyet. Kanina, 5-5 yung pinapasok niya. Now you see Malyari and the Maestre coming in for Ballesteros and Pamboy Raimundo.
Fresh 14 for Biñan. Or actually, for the Aguilas. Already in the penalty are the Aguilas, while only the first team foul called against Biñan here. De Mesa to trigger. Aguirre. Backing down, Maestre. Whips a pass. Destacamento drives right. Try to drop it off. Ball will remain on the side of the Aguilas with only 6 on their shot clock.
Medyo maswerte yung Binyan doon. Active hands on the help side pero walang nakarotate. Could have been a layup.
Off that pick, James Mangahas has been struggling from the field so far. Karamihan ng mga tira niya galing sa labas talaga eh. KG. The miss, gets his own miss. Parang nakita lang natin kanina yun, Coach Mark.
Replay. Replay ba yun? Same shot, same move, same result.
Balik sa 8, kalabangan dito ng Binyan. 55-47. Entry pass to Aguirre. Tried to use his size, but the pesky hands of Binyan on full display. Give and go. Peña Redondo scores off that feed from Malyari. We have a timeout. This lead is back to 10. 57-47 for Binyan. As we saw this connection between Raimundo and KG Cañaleta. And KG getting his own miss and gets it in. We'll be right back. Joseph Peña Redondo and the rest of the second unit of Binyan trying to pull away from the really resilient Pilipinas Navy Aguilas here in the third quarter. And we saw that connection between Malyari and Joseph Peña Redondo.
With the pressure now here for Binyan, full court press.
They get a steal. Malyari from the free throw line. Biggest lead for Binyan. They're up by a dozen, 59-47.
And this is smart by Coach Boyd because he wants to speed up the game. And a foul there. A bit too aggressive from Malyari.
And also, pangalawang team foul pa lang nila in the quarter. And we're down to under 3 minutes left here in the third. Yung Aguilas nagulat eh. Kasi sila yung tumawag ng timeout. Oh, okay, De Mesa with an old school move.
That's the vet.
Pero hindi madali pull off yung ganyang klaseng play ah.
Kailangan sakto yung pass eh. Tapos kailangan tumalbog inbounds. Nice pass.
Entry
Great
pass. And James Mangas this time from point blank range.
Great high-low action there from Daniel Aguirre, recognizing the mismatch.
Mabasa 10 kalamangan dito ng Binyan. Maestre. Peña Redondo. Trying to navigate through traffic. KG natapikan sa likod. Sarsonas with a steal. Forward pass. Rey De Mesa goes all the way for the layup.
KG has to make a quicker decision there kung ititira niya or atakihin niya yung bola. That time turnover. And the Aguilas keeping in step. Just down 8.
Bounce pass. Maestre. Oh, that's a big boy move from Mike. Basket and one opportunity for Mike Maestre.
Binuhat ni Mike Maestre. What a great pass by KG Canaleta. Look at Maestre. Binuhat lang yung dalawang Pilipinas Navy Aguilas players there for the end one.
Played for University of Visayas with Ray Suerte. Talking about Mike Maestre.
What a combo.
Diba?
Ray Suerte, Mike Maestre. Mamili ka na lang.
Mintis nga lang yung bonus free throw niya doon. 61-51. 1 minute and 42 left here in the third quarter. Ray de Mesa. Poposte. Muntik ng agawan ni J. Mark Malyari. Sarsonas for free.
Quiet, but great performance from Angelo Sarsonas. 7 points as a starting point guard here.
Maestre. Binigay kay Junji Halyari. Nothing happening in this possession for BIÑAN. 6 seconds, ang alas shot clock. Oh, what a pass inside! And J. Mark Malyari making something out of nothing there.
I don't know how J. Mark Malyari was able to pass that, but what a great job.
And he drops it off. J. Mark Impayan scores.
You hate that if you're in the Aguilas. It's the careless turnover, killing your momentum.
Back to double digits ang kalamangan dito ng BIÑAN. 65-54. Sarsonas behind the back. Off that staggered screen, Ray de Mesa thinking 3. Goes inside, Destacamento, draws a foul.
Medyo na late lang yung tag doon ni, I think that was J. Mark Impayan on the role of King Destacamento. You see it, oh, this is that. But may sinasabi natin minsan sa pasa threading the needle, pero si Malyari mismo katawan niya nag-thread sa needle, and another assist. 2 straight ones to earlier to Maestre, now to Impayan.
First free throw ni King Destacamento was a miss. Gets the friendly roll on the second one. 1 out of 2, 65-55. About a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Malyari has been streaming good music here for BIÑAN. Roa Curva, that shot well challenged and forcing an air ball. Still ample time for Aguilas to make a decent shot. 4 seconds. Sarsonas. Traveling ba? Tatawag?
Mukha.
Pero, naubusan na rin ang oras dito sa ating third quarter. And BIÑAN outscoring the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas by 11. And they now lead by 10 at the end of the third, 65-55.
Hawak ko ang laro.
Daily Fantasy ang fantasy sports ng Pilipinas. Pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com. And if you're playing Daily Fantasy right now, you would like yung production. If you put in sila King Destacamento, Tamboy Raimundo, they're both leading their teams in scoring so far.
That's the making of a great starting unit. Tamboy and King Destacamento.
May point guard at sentro na agad. Fourth quarter underway. On de Villa. To de Mesa. The 5 on the floor. Mangahas, Aguirre, Ray de Mesa, King Destacamento, and on de Villa for the Aguilas. They will match up against the unit of Peñaredondo, Maestre, Malyari, Halyari, and Gimpayan. On de Villa. De Mesa, straight drive to the hole, and he will get 2 free throws.
Not the fastest attack by Ray de Mesa, pero gets himself a warning with 2 free throws. See it again here. Yeah, that's a foul. That's 4 fouls now on Judy Halyari.
Nagkakaproblema sa free throws. Itong Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. That's their 6th miss already. Make that 7.
Those are no-nos in a close game like this.
Only 50% from that 15-foot line. This remains a 10-point lead for BIÑAN. Malyari, Dahesi. Peña Redondo nails that three-pointer from the right wing.
Itong si Joseph Peña Redondo, talagang feast or famine ng kanya outside shooting. If it's going in, it's going in. He's gonna have a good game. Pag wala, wala talaga.
Destacamento. Whips a pass to Ondevilla. 6 seconds on their shot clock. Oh, an offensive foul called against Daniel Aguirre.
In this unit, this particular trio of King Destacamento, James Mangahas, Saddam Ondevilla, as well as kaninas Daniel Aguirre, has been on the floor a while. Nagpapahinga here and there. Pero yun nga, kailangan mo ang heavy minutes na sila dito sa fourth quarter.
J-Mark. Oh, what a pass! And J-Mark Gimpayan obliges for BIÑAN.
So these were the gimmies na minimintis kanina ng BIÑAN the whole of the first half. This time, they're making sure they make the baskets.
Biggest lead for BIÑAN at 15 points, 70-55. Mangahas, banging bodies with Peña Redondo. Galicia, bagong pasok, mintes yung kanyang jumper doon. Malyari, nahanap na naman si Gimpayan.
Oh.
Hindi nga lang kumagat. But Gimpayan, that second effort, immediately rewarded there.
And ito yung dangerous kay Jemar Gimpayan. You cannot stop playing against him. Kahit ang mintisan, you know he's gonna be there where the basketball is.
Lumulobo na yung kalamangan dito ng BIÑAN, 72-55. Galicia from mid-range.
Oh, that's a tough one.
J-Mark slams on the brakes. Puts up that three. No good. Destacamento. As Junji Alyari to beat. Decides to pass it at the last second to De Mesa, who overcooks that follow-up attempt.
And that's 4 points by Ray De Mesa, essentially. 2 missed free throws in the layup.
Gimpayan. Malakas. Maestre. The cleanup job.
And you see, again, the difference, the energy of the second unit. Much better. Mukhang nasabon ni Coach Boy at sa halftime.
They trailed by 1 at the half, 39-38. So this is already a 20-point turnaround for BIÑAN. And they've been doing this without the services of Pinoy Sakuragi, Mark Pingres.
And Captain Hook.
Exactly. Kuya Makmak. Si Kuya Makmak, hinahanap si Mr. Longbam ngayon. No? Di ba, nung nasa Valenzuela sila as Destacamento missing on the first free throw. Kasi third game pa yung BIÑAN nun eh. First game sila Mr. Longbam nun
sila
eh.
dumating actually. Napansin ko yun eh.
Kita ko nagpa-vlog si Captain Hook. Mina-vlog niya si Mr. Longbam.
Mag-aabot kaya yung dalawa?
Ayun nga, hindi pa siya nagtatapat eh, no?
Sa January 29, nakamarka na yan.
Markado na yan sa inyong mga kalendaryo, mga PSL fans, I'm sure. As Maestre, unsuccessful. Oh, what a pass. Ondevilla is gone on the other end.
It stops the bleeding somewhat. Finally, their first 2 points para dito sa Pilipinas Navy Aguilas dito sa fourth.
And it took more than 3 minutes to get their first basket here in the payoff period. Traveling. Natawag laban dito kay J-Mar.
As emphasized by the Sandman. Traveling, tinawag kay Jemar Gimpayan.
Jonah Jacob is in for BIÑAN.
Could we see extended minutes for Jonah Jacob?
74-57. Foul will be whistled against BIÑAN here. Mamboy checks back in, as well as KG for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Penalty na agad itong Binyan, something that the Aguilas could capitalize on. Miranda open for 3, no good. Galicia, offensive rebound and gets the putback to drop.
Great second and third efforts there from Tain Davis and Jacob Galicia.
Jacob Galicia, 14 points, 7 rebounds. 15-point lead. Jacob for free. No! KG, wala pa din. Cañaleta rolls it in. Parang George Gervin yung nangyari dun.
Finger roll lang eh. Lahat ng mga tira ni KG is just so chill. Nonchalant.
Okay, sidestep. 2 beses pa niya ginawa.
Kambal pa.
Tain Davis. The Phil Kiwi. No good on that outside shot.
See it again there. Look at that George Gervin finger roll. KG Canaleta.
We're approaching the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Binyan now comfortably ahead, 76-59. Jacob to Suwal. Ryan for free. It's good.
Ryan Suwal just has that ability na kahit sobrang lamig pa niya coming off the bench, he's gonna make a shot. That's for sure.
Microwave talaga eh. Microwave scorer. Davis gets bumped while taking that jump shot. 20 na kalamangan dito ng Binyan. This is the biggest. James Mangahas will check back in for the Aguilas. Replacing Wahing. Tain Davis had a colorful stint with the Benil Blazers. One out of 2 for Tain Davis. (79-60). 4.5 to go here in the fourth. Cañaleta. Jacob attacks, kicks it out. KG for free. Tain Davis. Mangahas, bagong pasok, pupukol ng 3. Way off the mark. Galicia with his 8th board, 9th board, and 16 point for JG.
And sabi mo nga kanina, what solid addition for the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas.
Floater ulit. Masyadong malakas lang. Jacob, mid-range jumper. Again, too strong. The cut inside, Galicia scores once more for the Aguilas.
What a game. Quick was Jacob Galicia, your first game here this season on a new team, immediately proving your value.
Closing in on a double-double, 18 and 9. KG, short stab. That will work.
Nonchalant. Wala nga problema para dito kay KG Canaleta. Just like that, I do believe he's got 15 points. 15 points.
And the impressive thing about it, he's been doing it in the interior. Sanay tayo sa mga 3-point shots niya, mga streaky shooting niya. But so far, really efficient, really economical as Binyan holding on to a 17-point lead. We have a timeout on the floor. Look at this performance here by Jacob Galicia. Back-to-back baskets late here in the fourth quarter. And so far though, lamang pa rin itong Binyan with 3 minutes and change remaining here in the fourth. Bam Lopez, big boy, nasa loob na para dito kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. 81-66, 15-point lead. Jacob inside. Turns the ball over.
Coach Boyd still asking for a foul.
Coaching hard on the sidelines. Nakasagap ako ng balita na probably gave his team an earful at halftime.
Earful is putting it mildly.
Kasi nga, if you just tuned in, lumamang ng by as many as 10 points yung Binyan in the first half, but the Aguilas, behind that huge second quarter, ended up with the lead 39-38 after 2 quarters. But Binyan, strong start in the third as Jacob scores in transition.
So it's a thing now. Itong si Jonah Jacob. Great job running the floor. And he gets rewarded with an assist in the layup.
So 3 points siya nung previous game nila.
Yes.
He has a chance to eclipse his career high here.
See it again. You know, again, when you run the floor, you get rewarded. And that's what happened. That great finish by Jonah Jacob.
Sorry, Coach Mark. It seems like he's in decent shape.
Yeah. And nakita ko naman sa videos niya, he posts it online. He goes to True Focus. Doon siya nagsiskills work. And he's in practice every day. So he works for it. Hindi naman to tsamba. Ba't siya nakakashoot, ba't siya nakakalaro. Hindi siya basta-basta ipapasok ni Coach Boyd Fernandez kung hindi siya nagtitiwala na Jonah Jacob can stay on the floor and number one, defend. More importantly.
And obviously, Coach Mark, there's been a lot of buzz with his insertion. Of course, Mr. Longbam for Batangas. You know, a lot of people chatting around like how they will fare here, their performance. So I won't go into yung mga details, mga juicy details. But boy, eto si Jacob who's now having the ball, taking that free.
Heat check.
But yun nga he has showed out here. He knows na as ito, Jacob Galicia with a 20-point outing naman para dito sa Pilipinas Aguilas. Not to be overshadowed, but yun nga going back to Jonah Jacob. It seems like he has really prepared for this season. Lalo sinalihan niya, no? Hindi basta-basta kupunan. Binyan, a top contender here in the PSL.
In tama, that's the word there, Ken. He prepared for this season. He's in good shape. Obviously, he's worked on his skills to be at least, be decent. See the 3 there by James Mangas. Siyempre, as somebody as famous as him, obviously, he's an internet celebrity. Ayaw niya mapahiya. Oo. Kung may papasukin man siyang kahit ano dito, ayaw niya mapahiya. So he's put himself in a position to be successful.
Jacob, another attempt at the 3-pointer. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. Gimpayan cleans that one up. Humiling ng timeout dito ang Pilipinas Navy Aguilas with 37.5 seconds left. This one looks pretty academic. Binyan up 87-72. Jonah Jacob and the rest of BIÑAN about to book their third straight victory here in the PSL President's Cup 2025. While the Aguilas, unfortunately, about to drop to their third straight loss. But make no mistake about it, this was a much better outing compared to the two previous ones, Coach Mark, as Jacob continues to fire from deep. Gimpayan.
And going back to your point, Ken, it's obvious that they prepared well.
Sorry to cut you off, Coach Mark.
That's okay, that's okay.
Career high.
Career high.
Kobe ng Pinas.
Nothing to be ashamed of if you're the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. Much better performance compared to their last game. Now it's just a matter of putting things together for 40 minutes.
And BIñAN continuing their dominant ways here in the PSL President's Cup as they win this one over the gutsy and pesky Pilipinas Navy Aguilas, as we see Jonah Jacob score his 4th point, a career high for him. As we see that play of the game, courtesy of the internet sensation. As our final score, 89-72, BIñAN winning this one over the Pilipinas Navy Aguilas. And now let's meet our player of the game. Your choice, Coach Mark.
Well, this was a solid performance from this guy, Joseph Peña Redondo. He struggled in his first 2 games, finally found his shooting stroke. Not only that, displayed his all-around game. He had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists.
And JP is with our courtside reporter, JC. Jess Constantino, take it away.
Thanks, Ken and Mark. Joseph, you are our best player of the game. 10 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. During the first half, medyo dikitan yung laban. Actually, 38-39 yung halftime break number. Ano ba yung nangyari sa dugout? And then, biglang nabuhay kayo nung third quarter.
Sa totoo lang, pinagalita kami ni Coach pagpasok namin sa dugout kasi yung defense namin sobrang sama. And yun lang, nag-usap-usap kami sa dugout na sa second half kailangan namin bumawi.
Joseph, for your next game, ano ba yung kailangan ninyo pang i-improve as a team?
Siguro yung play namin kailangan na ma-execute yung sinasabi ni Coach na sistema, yun lang, sundin lang namin. Tsaka especially yung defense namin.
Now, Joseph, meron ka bang gustong batiin?
Especially yung sa mga sponsor namin, sa ito Catch Sprint, kay Boss Monching Talisayon, and sa family ko sa Caloocan, sa asawa ko kay Carby, sa anak ko kay Amara, sa family ko Peña Redondo sa Caloocan, and kay Coach Mab, King of Basketball. Yun lang.
Thank you, Joseph. Congratulations again to you and to BIñAN. Balik na sa inyo, Ken and Mark.
Maraming salamat, Jess. Congratulations once again to Joseph Peña Redondo and the rest of the BIñAN Beast Motorcycle Tars Game X. And BIñAN cruising to their 3rd win. And up next, we have the Ver Diamonds seeking their 3rd win. They will go up against the Pablo Valiant Kings. Stay tuned here on the PSL President's Cup 2025. Dito, Pinoy ang bida.